Greek mythology, Zeus's first wife and the birth of Athena. Zeus, ruler of the gods, sat upon his throne atop Mount Olympus, his mind troubled by a prophecy that haunted his every thought. He had overthrown his father, Cronus, and established his rule over the cosmos. But the fear of a similar fate loomed large. A prophecy foretold that his first wife, Metis, the wise and cunning Titaness, would bear him a child who would surpass him in power and wisdom, a child who would one day overthrow him. Zeus couldn't shake the fear that history would repeat itself. He remembered all too well how he had risen up against his father, and the thought of one of his own children doing the same filled him with dread. So when Metis became pregnant, Zeus devised a desperate plan to thwart the prophecy. One day, as Metis sat beside him, Zeus spoke softly, seeking her counsel on a matter of great importance. Distracted by his request, Metis leaned in close, offering her wisdom. It was in that moment, as her attention was elsewhere, that Zeus acted. With a sudden and ruthless motion, he swallowed Metis whole, believing that by consuming her, he would absorb her wisdom and prevent the birth of the child who was destined to overthrow him. But Zeus underestimated the power of destiny. Though he had swallowed Metis, the prophecy could not be so easily thwarted. Days turned into weeks, and Zeus began to feel an unbearable pressure building within him, a storm brewing inside his very being. His head throbbed with pain as if something or someone was struggling to emerge. Finally, one day, as Zeus sat among the gods in the grand hall of Olympus, the pressure became too much to bear. With a thunderous cry, Zeus clutched his head in agony. The other gods watched in horror as his skull split open with a deafening crack, and from that split emerged a figure, fully grown and armored. It was Athena, the goddess of wisdom and war, born directly from the mind of Zeus. She stepped forth from his head, her spear and shield gleaming, her eyes filled with fierce intelligence and unyielding resolve. The gods looked on in awe as Athena, a child of both Zeus and Metis, stood before them, a testament to the unstoppable force of fate. Zeus, now free from his agony, rose to his feet and gazed upon his daughter. There was no trace of the fear that had once consumed him, only a deep respect for the goddess who had emerged from his own being. Athena, for her part, did not seek to challenge Zeus's rule. Instead, she took her place among the Olympian gods, her wisdom and strength becoming invaluable to the council of Olympus. The prophecy, it seemed, had come true, but not in the way Zeus had feared. Athena did not overthrow her father. Instead, she became one of his greatest allies, her loyalty to Olympus unwavering. The birth of Athena marked a new era for the gods, one where wisdom and strength were balanced, and where the future was shaped by the union of two of the most powerful forces in the universe. In the end, Zeus learned that fate could not be avoided, but that embracing it brought forth a new kind of strength. The story of Zeus and Metis, of the birth of Athena, is a tale of prophecy and destiny, of fear and acceptance, reminding us that even the gods cannot escape their fates, but in facing them, they can find new hope for the future.